Christ gets here, Yahweh to hell will still spread fear. He'll rise from the grave and kill everyone that just got saved.
I don't know whether anybody remembers this one, but I remember we had to actually draw a picture of this guy with the stone clay feet or whatever. Doesn't have a lot of relevance to this video. Anyway, on with the video. As a Jehovah's Witness teenager, just around about the time that I had my first encounter with masturbation as a young boy, I think I might have been 13 or 14 maybe. Not long after that experience, which blew my mind, it was quite a new and exciting experience, as I'm sure many boys would remember. Not long after that first encounter, my dad introduced me to the youth book. Yes, he sat me down and studied the youth book with me, which had a section in it that discussed masturbation and how Jehovah feels about it and how Jehovah looked down upon it. All of a sudden, this fantastic experience that felt too good to be true was now too good to be true. You see, all of a sudden it became something that I felt guilty about, and I know many other Jehovah's Witness boys would have felt the same way and probably still do. I do think I remember reading something in an Awake magazine, it was back in mid-80s, where they talked of a young boy who had begun masturbating at the age of 12 and struggled with this habit that he had formed because he had been told and led to believe that it was something that was not good in God's eyes, and God did not approve of it. And so he struggled with it, although he had to do it, as all teenage boys will know. But what really fucked me in the head was that the article went on to say that, and this boy continued to masturbate up until the age of, wait for it, 19. What? When I hit 19 years of age, honestly, I thought I'm fucked. There's no hope for me now. So the more I thought about this article in the Awake magazine, the more guilty I felt about what I was doing, of course. And that guilt, mixed with sexual arousal and pleasure, creates sexual promiscuity, which is often carried on into adulthood life. But each time a Jehovah's Witness teenage boy pulls his willy out and flogs it furiously, there's a tormenting amount of guilt attached to that experience for them. And as we all know, teenage boys are capable of wanking themselves up to half a dozen times a day. So there's 6 experiences with guilt attached to them in just one day for the average teenage boy who is a Jehovah's Witness. So not only do these Jehovah's Witness children have to contend with being molested over and over because the elders won't report it to the fucking police, they also have to make the commitment to getting married so that they can experience what fucking is like, what having sexual intercourse with another person is like. They need to commit their life to that person, all because they've allowed their minds to be controlled by men. Men. There's no proof or a skerrick of evidence to say otherwise. They're controlled by men, manipulated by fear, driven by men, not God, not anything other than another human being.